What's the worst sunburn you guys have ever gotten?
Anytime I go out in the sun.
Fucking Mick life, right?
Yeah. Anytime I have a short sleeve shirt on.
Farmer's tan, tomato red.
Yeah. Usually I have two colors. It's
How about
red and
blisters?
white. Oh yeah, I've gotten blisters before.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't recall. I know I've gotten blisters a few times. I can't recall any time, like any specific one time it was the worst. But I can recall there was one spring/summer that I got sunburned 3 times, like within 3 months. It's because during winter I traveled to Florida, came back for like a month or two, went back to being pale.
And then got barbecued again.
And then got barbecued again because I think I went out to Indy, then came back to the cold, and then got barbecued again.
Okay.
I think I got blisters once. I wore my hair like a little bit longer, like past the ears for a little while.
Like a hippie?
Yeah. And I got a cut, and I wasn't thinking like, and this was like in the middle of summer, and I got a cut short, and I was out in the sun all day, and I got sunburn right behind the ears, like right above them. But then they turned into blisters, and I could feel like the sun roasting the blisters more and more, and then it turned into scabs, and it just hurt like hell.
So you literally went from hippie to redneck in one day.
Yeah.
Oh, that fresh skin, man.
Yeah, abracadabra.
Skin that ain't seen the light of day for a long time, man. You exposed it like that.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Now,
Yep.
here's a weird question.
Yes.
Do black people get sunburn? I never asked anyone this before.
Any black people?
Well, any people in general, I never asked. I just never really thought about it.
Yeah, do they actually? I mean, they don't get red, but I mean, do they still get burned?
I don't think I've ever seen.
I think many years ago, I went to camp and I had a black person in
Band camp?
Yeah, and it was like a summer camp, and we'd all load up with sunscreen, and he never had sunscreen. So I guess I always assumed black people don't get sunburned. So anyone can answer that question. That's just weird, like a big skin difference in a way.
I feel they may blister or something like that, but I don't think I've ever seen a black person peeling. Yeah,
That's another good
idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think about it, how like where their ancestors are from, they're closer to the equator versus, yours are Irish. They're from Ireland. It doesn't get that hot.
Yeah.
Is there. So yours probably aren't used to seeing the hot, like us being Norwegian, German.
Yep.
Yeah, it could be evolution. Well, not evolution, ancestry.
Sure.
I guess that does play a factor. I guess it would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. My father-in-law's from Mexico, and I mean, he's darker than I am, but he obviously not black. But
that's another question.
I don't ever remember him ever getting burned.
Yeah, do Mexicans sunburn?
Yeah. No, because they always wear long sleeves in the sun.
This is true. Long sleeves and hats.
But what we're
Yep, exactly. Have you ever seen a Mexican working without long sleeves, like in the summer?
Well, I mean, I've seen ones with T-shirts that used to work with us.
I think they always had long sleeves. Yeah, they might have, but for the most part,
like roofing, roofing,
99% of them long sleeves.
Sure.
Hats.
But that's what we're used to seeing.
Sure.
In here, in Wisconsin or the Midwest. But in Mexico, are they wearing long sleeves and hats like they do up here?
I'd
just say that's something I guess I've never experienced or looked into.
It just seems like normal behavior, like something that they all know, so they all do.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the workers up here are from down there, so I would assume that they've just kept the tradition going.
You know what I think we need? We need to open up applications for a permanent fact checker here.
A black one? Just kidding.
We need a whole. I think we need a whole panel.
Yeah, yeah, we need a diversity panel.
Like just pretty much a jury box kind of thing going on.
For sure.
It's like Hollywood. We gotta have all different races.
Yeah,
DEI.
I was just gonna say that.
It'll look like a deck of cards.
Oh yeah.
So we are gonna make skin color a factor with. Just kidding.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what's really cool about that though is just like the human skin in general.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I don't want to sound like a creep. I mean, like in general, it's your biggest organ, right?
Yeah.
But for some people, for most people,
it's cool and kind of gross too at the same time. I mean, gross in a way like it's just how it just it can regenerate itself, and
Like-
the way you heal and things like that.
Like
you
from
just-
sunburn.
Oh, for
or
sure,
anything,
yeah.
Like a damn lizard, you cut it and
Shed it.
grows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, you shed it. I was more of the regeneration, but yeah, shedding it too.
Yeah, summer shedding season for us light-skinned folk.
Yeah, but you got to burn it off.
Yeah, the only way you can shed it is burning. Yeah, self-torture.
That would be the worst.
Yeah.
If you had to consciously burn it off.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do in the summer.
Well,
Yeah.
like,
Good thing we only have summer 2 months here.
imagine that if it didn't regenerate, we'd all look like burn victims.
Yeah.
We'd all look
Speaking
like
of-
overcooked pizzas.
Yeah. But like that, like regenerating skin and all that. Think about it. It's weird that with skin burn victims, there's times where it's okay to take skin, but then there's times that it's not okay to take skin.
True.
You're talking about like Ed Gein type
Yeah,
shit.
like that's obviously no. You don't go
Yeah.
skin people, but then
Make furniture.
Yeah, but then it's okay for doctors to take skin.
Yeah,
to help.
Take a layer off your ass, but you can't take.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna slap
Someone's
this on your
arm.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get bad enough sunburn.
Come
You could have fucking ass.
see,
skin
but
on
it
your-
comes down to it depends who's taking the skin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, nothing like I'd love a mask made out of butt skin.
Double standards.
See, but it's if you put doctor in front of it, it's okay to skin people.
Everybody gets in line for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Dr. Dahmer has a good ring
Oh,
to it.
there you go. Yeah.
Dr. Jeffy.
Yeah. Dr. JD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna
now he
peel
sound-
some skin
now He
off.
sounds like he's watching a daycare, like Dr. Jeffy, like Mr. Jeffy.
That's what I feel like serial killers. If they were doctors, you have to use their first name, like Dr. Jeff or Dr. Ed.
You don't want to be Dr.
Ted.
Dahmer.
Dr. Ted and Dr. Ed are here.
Yeah, they're gonna just peel a little skin off.
Well, I mean, bring up him real quick. Do you imagine working you imagine have bought in chocolates made from Ambrosia chocolate where he worked for years in Milwaukee? And knowing
that, yeah.
after he got busted, you're like, ugh.
Those hands are dirty. You don't clean that off your hands. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or buying any furniture, that was made by Ed Gein. Like, imagine if he was selling furniture, like
Where-
the Amish that
Where was he out of it?
Plainfield.
Plainfield. I don't-
Plainfield, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the psyche to go through that, and I mean, what if? Can you imagine him trying to peddle it at like a flea market? Like, what's this made out of?
Who said he didn't?
Yeah, good point.
Like someone's trying on like a nice pair of like chaps or something. They're like, well, these are like skin tight.
This is-
And he'd be
yeah.
like, yeah, I know they are.
It's really nice leather.
You have no idea.
Leather's really soft.
Yeah,
Or it's burned.
fits really well. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll never guess. You just have to put lotion on it to keep it moisturized.
No, fucked up question. Where do you think he skinned first? Like on the human body.
Probably the butt.
Think you start at a meaty spot?
Not torso or back, probably.
I'm just saying that because of skin grafting. Don't they go with your butt first?
Yeah, but I think for mass or for coverage, you probably want to go like your thighs, or like your back or your stomach.
Oh, you probably went straight face, dude, like Texas Chainsaw
Well,
Massacre,
yeah.
where he takes
Depend
the
if
face
you wanted
off
to
and
wear them on
wears
the
it.
weekend.
Yeah.
It's like one per customer. He goes outside, puts the mask on. He's like, "Hello."
It's like when you're
Do you think he found out like certain skin worked better for lampshades versus whatever other furniture he was making?
I mean, there probably, as sick as it sounds, there probably was an art to it for him.
Sure.
Like, he had to be a good like seamstress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad skills with the string.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
nowadays,
sewing.
I take it if you're ordering like, abnormal amounts of sewing material, FBI is probably watching you, like from Amazon.
Can you?
Like,
But at what point was he doing this whole thing? Like, if he was a seamstress, like he's making furniture, and he's just like, you know what, I'm sick of using leather, whatever. You know what would be good? I'm just gonna go out to town and just club someone over the head and just use their skin.
I just think there's just a screw loose there. If
What? Just
from the
one?
beginning, yeah.
When you only had one,
Yeah.
not a lot of room for air.
But we live in a messed up time where now we idolize people like this. Like, yeah, we got to study their brain and, make them larger than life.
Yeah, some things are just left to die.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
live in a fucked up world where
Better
those,
off not
those
knowing.
people are for some reason the victim now. It's like, what the whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, let's look back at his childhood. To be honest, I don't care how bad you were beat or whatever. I would never be tempted to just skin someone and make
yeah.
a lamp out of them.
Well, what do you do with the? Did they ever find out what he did with like the innards or like the rest?
I
of the
don't know.
body?
Like, actually, I don't know that much
okay.
about Ed Gein.
All right. That'd be interesting. You know, the skin, the leather, or the like using it for furniture. You know, I'd be more interested to hear what he did like with the rest of the
The
victims.
guts.
I bet fed him to like his dog.
Sold him to
Pigs.
Dahmer.
You got to have pigs.
Sold him to
Yeah.
Dahmer.
I think they were only a few years apart.
Yeah, there was a little bit of gap in there. Yeah,
But look, what he did his fucked up thing, and here we are talking about it.
yeah.
Probably the worst thing you can do.
How long ago was that?
I think he was. I thought he
actually
was like
don't-
early 1900. Like no, I shouldn't say
40s.
maybe 50s.
I actually
what?
don't know the timeline.
I gotta look this up.
But
Yeah.
why couldn't he go the right route and become a doctor and
Well, do you know
peel
that
skin for
maybe he
like
was
the right way?
Maybe he was a doctor.
Actually, I don't know his profession.
I don't know. Seeing his pictures when I highly doubt he was.
Sure the hell don't look like no doctor. I don't know what doctors look like per se, like all of them, but does not look like that.
All right. He Edward Theodore Gein, August 27th, 1906 to July 26th, 1984.
Holy shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
he lived till 84?
Well, in prison probably.
Yeah,
That's
but
where
I
he
mean,
got
like,
I
most-
thought
I
he
never-
like died early on.
Yeah, I never put it into perspective, like 84.
Did it say when he got busted?
Yeah, tavern owner. He also confessed to killing 2 women: tavern owner Mary Hogan in 1954
Okay.
and hardware store owner Bernice Warden in 1957.
Okay.
I guess women make better lamps.
Yeah. Softer skin, moisturized.
He probably did do that.
Isn't it women tend to have a naturally, because of evolution, right, that they have higher body fat percentage?
Well, maybe. Could be. Yeah.
I thought it was like a natural thing because isn't it have to do with the pregnancy, like
Elasticity.
Oh yeah,
insulating the baby?
something. Yeah, I mean there is that, and fat equals like oil, and that probably makes the skin healthier, and it puts the lotion in the basket.
Or it gets the hose again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's another movie that Buffalo Bill.
It was
Yeah.
probably
We idolized the serial killer.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It always comes down to that. It's
And then didn't they use one to catch one in that movie?
Yeah.
I mean Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't.
Hannibal
He
Lecter,
cut off someone's face and wore it,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
He eat somebody's face?
and he became
Did he eat?
the 10th member of Slipknot.
Yeah.
The new bassist.
they cross the one out and be like, yeah, we knew. You got shit. What's his name? Why can't I think? Anthony Hopkins, right?
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Do you think like Anthony Hopkins studies that shit? Like those people to become that role?
Oh, they probably had to go through extensive research.
Probably skin grafts.
Probably hung out with them.
Yeah.
No, that's probably another one. That's
Had the
where,
dice.
but it's probably okay to skin someone. He's just gonna play in the movie about skinning people. Let him skin a few people.
Had the dice. Yeah, had to skin some people and wear their skin for a little bit to really get in the role.
Well, thank God Daniel Day-Lewis didn't star in that movie.
Yeah. Just imagine that they're just probably like, it's all right, it's Anthony Hopkins, and everyone's like, okay, he can skin me.
But if it was Daniel Day-Lewis, he probably would have volunteered to get like skin grafts from his butt and wear it on his face for a while. He's like, yeah. During his lunch, probably eat it too. We're gonna need a new batch of skin grafts.
Just eat a little bit of guts too. Get into the role. I just gotta feel human. Actually, know what's really messed up is that's like the most human thing to do is wear another human
to
skin.
become another human.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
Doesn't get more human.
Well,
than human.
it's kind of like what are the crabs, the hermit crabs.
they like shed whatever and they eat it. They
Wait.
molt.
Wait,
Yeah, they molt, but
They,
they
like,
carry
molt.
the old one. They go find an
They eat
old
it.
one from.
They shed their shells, but they eat like the stuff that they shed.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We had a
Wait,
her-
Well,
how-
there's those fucked up like people that eat their skin.
but I'm just more concerned. Like I'm
Like
sitting
that
in the
skin.
middle of two guys going back and forth about hermit crabs.
Yeah.
How do you guys know so much about hermit crab?
We bought one for one of my daughters, and we only gave it water sometimes, and we didn't probably feed the thing for like 2 years, and the thing lived for. Like
yours
4
was
years.
forced to eat itself.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what they do though. I think they call it molt.
Yeah, that's like like animals
They
do molt,
shed
like
it.
a tarantula.
Yeah,
Well, they're
they
probably
shed
not
it, and then
supposed
they
to
eat it.
They're
That's
probably
what
not
they do.
supposed to,
That's
but
what-
yours
that's-
did because you didn't feed it for 2 years.
Well, we because you would see it, you would see like the skin or the externals, whatever that it would get rid of, and then it'd be gone. And we Googled it, like whatever, and yeah, they eat it, and they shed they're notorious for like shedding their shells and going to different shells.
Oh, I
like
knew.
bigger
See,
shells
I
or
knew
whatever.
that. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Like us humans, they probably
Yeah.
got like Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer are probably a little confused. They're like, "Well, I need new skin. I'm molting."
Nasty
And they're like,
little
"Yeah, I'm
fuckers.
just gonna go out. I like that person," and then they just skin them.
I just need a little bit more skin.
Yeah, little skin in the game. Yeah,
That's where. What if that's where the saying came from?
skin in the game.
Yeah.
You just get tired of your own skin and you want some other skin.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have enough skin in the game. Yeah. Bring Gertrude in here.
I mean, how far off do you think we are of like having human skin? You know, somewhere, in some fucking country, in some asshole place or whatever, or rich place, they're wearing human skin somewhere.
Yeah, probably those freaking
Those-
there's
there's-
tribes in like
yeah.
them islands that are uninhabitable or whatever.
That's what that have been.
Yeah.
What is that? Untouched by.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking
Civilization?
for? Yeah, like human civilization.
And then,
Not
like-
human, but like
like the influencers or like YouTubers that go there. They're like, we're gonna go to this island. Everybody's like, don't, and then
and
they
they think they're
killed.
better
And then
than
they do it,
everyone,
and then
yeah.
they get a spear, through them, and then probably skinned alive and eaten alive. And,
But then the next influencer goes there and they think they see him, but it's just them wearing that influencer.
no, you know what's
They're like
you know
waving
what?
like, hey,
Yeah, I'm just turning the boat around. We're leaving.
Jim, is that you?
Oh, look, those are the last 4 influencers. Wait a second.
But you know what's grosser than like that wearing the human skin? I think. Didn't in the olden days? Didn't they wear sheepskin, like actual sheepskin for condoms?
Yes.
Maybe that's
You,
what the-
you're answering yes, like you used to do it.
No, I heard it. Well, I'm not that old. I'm not that
maybe
old.
that's where the
Yeah, but I
phrase
think it was.
"skin in the game."
That's
skin in
the
the game
real.
came
Yeah,
from.
the game was sex.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe so. Yeah, that there was like, it was sheepskin, I believe.
But who figures that out?
So it's like-
How many animals do you think it took to? Or they probably look like what animal has a similar wiener size?
Yeah.
I don't know if they necessarily looked at their wiener and was like,
Which one?
No,
They would have to say like which one feels the best, and you would
on
think
your
it'd
own
be,
wiener.
or both parties. Like which one feels the best for both parties?
I feel
in that.
like no matter how you come up with that idea, when you present it, it starts with the words, "Just hear me out."
Yeah, the research and development team on that
Yeah.
one was a little, was a little quirky.
And they're like, "All right, you got our full attention. Okay, you have sheep.
They have skin.
Yeah, and you,
just cut it.
yeah. And he had to present it to all men. There's no way you're presenting that to a
Oh, there had to
woman.
be one woman in there to be like, maybe we should try this.
Sheep are soft.
It'll
know what-
feel great.
I fucked this whole thing up. Like I was thinking that they were like wearing the sheep's wieners for like over their own wieners. Like I was thinking that, but maybe it was just made out of sheepskin.
Yeah, that's for. But what
No.
part of the
I'm
sheepskin?
going
So
with
that
yours.
goes. Yeah.
That's like it's like a foreskin over like a sheep foreskin over your own wiener.
Yeah.
But that goes back to when it's okay to take skin, foreskin. Someone had to explain that at one time.
Dude, I would market that as like 5-skin. That would be my brand name. 5-skin.
Someone had to say, all right, we got to keep these things clean. Just nick a little off the top when they're little, when they're young,
Well, is that where the term turtleneck came in?
or anteater.
I think those came in with some people that might have a little more skin in the game.
Yeah, those are the leaders. They have more skin in the game.
Not anymore.
I don't think so. No, actually,
little off the
technically,
top.
they would be less evolved, wouldn't they?
What do you count that as? Because you're like, you're
It's like wisdom teeth.
You're controlling evolution, though, if you're taking it, right?
Yeah.
But does that mean someone's gonna
Altering,
eventually evolve with mushroom style?
No.
Yeah. No, eventually they will. Like people are already evolving to have less than 4 wisdom teeth.
No way.
Yeah.
No
if you have
way.
less than 4 wisdom teeth, you are considered more evolved. So think about it. The first boy that's born without his foreskin.
I mean, you probably have your abnormalities, whatever health wise. You know, I mean, there's people that have like a 6 toe or something like that. You ever see that?
That's
Or
a
they have-
mutation.
well,
That's
yeah, but it's. I mean, if you're lacking teeth, it could be.
But aren't some mutations, doesn't it change evolution?
It
I
should.
forgot about-
Well, if
Like
you have
blue
6,
eyes. Excuse me, I just burped right into the mic. I apologize to the viewers. Listeners.
Yeah, we can
and-
smell it through the headphones.
yeah.
Actually, I got something. I got something that'll make you throw up. Didn't in the olden days, didn't the rabbi used to bite the foreskins off?
I think they still do.
Wait, what?
I think they still do.
I don't think I ever heard.
Yeah.
So we go from you guys knowing hermit crabs, and now both of you
There's
know.
no way
Fact
they
check
still
that.
do it. I don't know if I want to plague my phone. I've looked up some fucked up stuff on my phone, but I will not look up that.
I think they still do. In fact, recently I seen.
You watched it?
No,
Live?
no. I seen a post about it. They were
Okay.
talking about over in Israel or whatever, like the Jews.
Maybe that's what all the wars
And-
are about.
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, that they showed a picture of. Well, it was like a baby screaming, and then like the side of a rabbi's face in the lap
In the
the
shot.
lap of the child. You couldn't tell what was going on, but then it was a
Can we stop there?
Yeah, I think we.
Yeah.
I, think
might throw
there's
up in the
other-
mic.
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah.
There's some stuff I can say about all of that stuff,
Yeah.
but I'd rather not go down that rabbit hole with
The rabbi hole.
The rabbi.
that could be a whole nother episode.
See, there's right or wrong taking skin, then there's right or wrong how to take skin.
Sure,
It's all about the skin in the game.
sure.